Lotus Elan Sprint for sale. Just to give you some background, a friend of a friend has asked me if I would help sell this, her late husband's pride and joy. She's kept it for a couple of years. It was last MOT'd in May 2014 and it's been on dry storage, and it's just been delivered to me today, and this is exactly how it's come. So warts and all, I've not done anything. I'm just going to walk around and show you the paintwork, which looks a bit scruffy. On the back where it looked a bit dull, I've just done a little bit of polishing, and the paintwork's really good. I mean, wouldn't been a concourse, but you know, you certainly wouldn't think of painting it. There's some bits that you have to do. I'm just going to get my glamorous assistant to jack up the back so we can have a look underneath it. Well, I just there's my glamorous assistant. This is the interior, which just all the way, which is all, you know, it's all original. Well, there's a couple of extra dials, but for that, the switches need a good clean, and the seats are good, which is quite an expense. All the hood's good, not great, not brand new, but it's good. We've run it off the transporter, and the brakes all work and everything. I'm just going to show you under the back here. I don't know if this video is working out. You can see it's got universal joints on the back instead of the donuts. The brakes all look good. Everything looks pretty smart. It's galvanised chassis, which has all obviously been replaced at some time. And whilst initially it's needing some TLC, I mean, there's a bit of there with the paintwork you see there, and some chips around here, but it's basically sound. I just asked my glamorous assistant to lower that to the floor. You don't need to whisper like that. Now can you slide it under the front chassis member, please? Standing a bit high at the back now. It looks a bit low on the front. I've not checked yet. Now there's some chips here. Can you see there and there? I mean, just something minor, but you know, I mean, I'd be wanting to get chips away or something to sort those out. Hang on a minute. Bear with me, viewer, if you can hear me. Okay, I'll just get my glamorous assistant to be checking that up. I'll just open the bonnet. Now, there's some chips there round the door. Round the door edge, if you can see that there. You know, I mean, something of nothing really. Now, you want some bad news? Unfortunately, somebody's tried to start the engine up, and there was a petrol leak, possibly from the pump, and there's been a bit of a fire. Now, it's not done any damage as far as I can see. You can see it's a bit singed, and unfortunately, just here, along here, it's damaged the paint. Now I would repaint it from this stripe down, or not me personally, I'd have it repainted, and I don't think that's going to be very expensive. And do the chips, and the bodywork would look pretty smart. Have you jacked it right up, Carol, till it's off the floor? No, just keep pressing until it goes up and down. But see, now the other slight minus is this was first, it was the 40th Sprint off the production line. It is a proper Sprint, not a converted S4. The 40th off the production line, but it was originally a fixed head and has been converted to a drop head. But it looks to me as if it's been done professionally, because but for the VIN number you wouldn't know. I just jack the front up. My glamorous assistant's run out of muscle. I've got an extra assistant here who's not really assisting. Just have a quick scan under here, and you can see that all the bits are there. And that's pretty much all I've got to say. This is exactly as it's come. I've done nothing to it. I'm absolutely dying to, well, first of all, get the engine really cleaned out. The engine does turn over by hand. Everything's well lubricated, the oil looks good, coolant looks good. There's a whole sheaf of folders, a folder with a whole sheaf of invoices and things, and clearly, you know, it's been well maintained. It's just this last 2 years it's just been stood in dry storage. And that's it. If you want to buy a car exactly like this and do it all yourself, then email me jimelan4@tiscali.co.uk. Okay, goodbye.